What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome to today's career mode, which is a little bit different, a little bit new of a career revival. Not a former player, I'm actually doing myself. Phrasing. But we're going to be doing my career mode here in today's episode. It's only going to be a one-off, you know, because I know Not the Expert does like a realistic career mode, which is really, really good. I don't know if he's going to do it again this year. But don't want to bite that, don't want to step in that territory. But I actually did play football, and I would like to think if you list all the YouTubers that have played football in the Madden realm, I'd be at least top 5. Even though I'd get no respect when little kids make those Madden YouTuber rosters, I'm fairly confident in my prime, and I can get back to my prime. I'm well on my way of getting back into my prime right now. I'd probably be I don't know if a number 1 because I don't know everyone, but I would say for sure top 3, maybe top 5. But yeah, for those of you that don't know and are just you're new to the experience here. In NCAA 14, probably around Christmas time, maybe before Christmas time, might have been right after. We actually did an NCAA 14 career mode. That was myself. I went into depth. We did face cam. Everyone thinks I don't do face cam. I actually did face cam back there. I think the thumbnail's here. You guys can go check it out. Just Google, I don't know, C4 Combine or Combine on my videos, and you'll find it. But I actually went through. I have my Combine stats from when we were trying out for some of the Canadian universities, and I'll show you those numbers when we go through my ratings. But yeah, man, I don't like talking about all that stuff in depth because I will say I was really good at football. I hated it. I hated playing it. It's not like one of those things that I constantly regret or I live in the past or anything like that. I don't think I ever would have actually made a football career, but I do feel like if I was in America, like in the NCAA video, I compared my stats when I was coming out of high school versus like the 5- and 4-star recruits, and my athletic numbers were like right there with the best of the best. So I think understanding that I played literally less than a year of football because my senior year was the first year my high school actually got a football team. So my football IQ was -0. I never read the playbook. I was a little bit of a diva. I refused to play special teams. I struggled with injuries throughout that year. I played the first game. It's a 12-game season, and we went 0-11-1. We won tie because the game got called off because there was a fight at the end on special teams. And I played in 2 games. I played in the first game, I played in the last game, and I went to the Combine. So from that standpoint, I had little tape at all, and I kind of regret not buying the tape because the first game and the last game, I had pretty strong games. First game, I probably had like 50, 60 yards, but the first play in my school's history was a C4 special, and I ran a guy, like the crowd got so hyped up. It was one of the, I'll never forget it. It was some scrawny little linebacker kid, and I just blew him up. And I think it was a gain of like, I don't know, it wasn't actually a huge gain. It might be like 5 or 10 yards, but it set the tone for us to barely lose that game. Anytime we barely lost, it felt really good. And then I got to play in the last game of the season because I tore my Achilles, and basically they said I could have a surgery, and you know, I'd be done for the year. Or basically, as you can see with my little player here, I taped up my ankles like that. So basically I made athletic tape acted as like an Achilles tendon for me. So I had like no speed. All my speed was gone. And you'll see my speed when we go through the ratings. But literally the last game of the season, I was like, all right, I'm going to suck it up. I'm going to go for it. It actually felt pretty good. I think I'm pretty sure I went over, I'm pretty sure, I'm like 95% sure. I went over 100 yards. Didn't get a touchdown. I didn't get a touchdown all year. I remember I finally worked my way up to the 1-yard line, and we did like a QB trick play, and the QB got to run it in. And that was very frustrating, but whatever. And I know my QB actually might be watching this video, so he's one of the people that know I do the YouTubes. But anyways, yeah, I actually played football, and I do believe that based off my athletic numbers alone, I probably would have been like at least a 3-star recruit in America. But in Canada, no one gives a shit because we play Canadian rules. So looking at my player, I'm assuming I'll just be a walk-on for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'd be that weird guy that just camps out in the parking lot and keeps begging them for a shot. I was actually number 22, but I wanted to be number 20 because of Brian Dawkins, but the number 20 jersey didn't come in my size. Of course, they don't have any Canadian colleges in here. They don't have anyone that's close to me, so we're just going to go with the funniest looking one, Lake Erie. That's actually my old birthday. We're going Beast Coast. They don't have Canada, so we're going closest state to Canada, which is Maine. 5'10", 225, monster of sexual domination and passion. That's what I called him. Yeah, it's just, yeah, you know, thick boy. Thick boy. I'll tell you right now, man. Honestly, let me do legs for like 6 months. You won't know who has better legs, me or Saquon Barkley. My equipment, I actually have my helmet. Maybe I'll try to, if I remember, and when I'm editing this, I'll try to take a picture of my helmet. Because my helmet, our team was the Eagles, and our logo was like a Chinese knockoff of the Philadelphia Eagles, but our colors were the same. And yeah, the helmet's a shut. And the face mask, I wanted this one, the Bulldog. Because this was, when I was in high school, that was when Peyton Hillis was going off. Or I actually think it was the year after Peyton Hillis went off for the Browns. So as a white running back, took some inspiration from Peyton Hillis, and he had this sick-ass bulldog face mask. I wanted to order it, but they didn't sell it anywhere or wouldn't ship to Canada, which sucked. Now, I know a lot of people live in the creative player. They always go heavy on the visor and face marks and stuff. It's not practical. Visors are stupid, and it's hard to see. And to get one, for at least in Canada, you had to get like a prescription from an optometrist. And it's like, no, that's lame. And face marks, I mean, gets in your eyes. The eye black and shit when you start sweating gets in your eyes. So F that noise. Everything else pretty much the same. I always thought of myself being a hard-ass running back that just went with the old school taped hands. You know, like an old fullback. But actually, I wore gloves. I had a pair of bright orange cutters that did not go or match my jersey at all. I think I'll probably put in some pictures that I have, and you'll see what I was wearing. Oftentimes, had the spat because I tore my Achilles tendon, and the tape acted as my tendon for 90% of the season. So when we're looking at the player traits, let's go here first. We're gonna actually try to make this as realistic as possible while still having the assumption that, like, all right, if I was in America, I 100% would have got a scholarship to some school. Literally could have been Div 2 or something like that, but I feel like with my athletic ability, some school would have took a chance on me. So yeah, we'll say no, none of this catches stuff. I definitely fought for extra yards. That's how I tore my Achilles tendon. Never covered for the ball. Fuck that. Nothing there for the catches. Not clutch. Not high motor. Definitely undisciplined. I actually pulled a Larry Sonka. For those of you that don't know, Larry Sonka, legendary power back for the Miami Dolphins. He has a notorious story where he got unnecessary roughness as a runner because he like just blew up a guy. That actually happened to me once on special teams. They did like a squib kick, and I blew up a dude. We were losing in the game, and I was pissed off because my Achilles was hurting. I couldn't play as running back or play as well as I wanted to. So I was like, all right, screw this scrawny little goth kid on special teams. I'm just gonna ruin his day. And yeah, they give me 15 yards. It's bullshit. So definitely undisciplined from that standpoint. All right, so going to the ratings, I kind of went through this because, you know, the first time I tried recording this, I went through each individual rating. It was taking like 15 minutes. So as you can see right up here is my combine numbers that I saved from when we did the combine here for the Canadian universities. I actually don't even think there's any American schools here. And I actually was legit thinking about going to America. I had my aunt lived in Georgia at the time, and I was like, all right, I got to do my SATs or stuff because that was like a requirement. And I don't know, man. It was just one of those things. Had a girlfriend who's now the mother of my son. I was like, I don't really know. Like, I don't really like football that much. And, like, some of the offers I was getting in Canada and weren't, like, full rides. And, like, the only way I was playing football is if I got a free ride. And literally, I knew some players that were, like, at different positions that were pretty good. And, like, it is really, really rare in Canada that you get a full-on free ride, especially, like, locally. Sometimes they export kids from around Canada. But, that definitely sucked. But anyway, yeah, I was thinking about going to America, and I had a tie in Georgia, and I was like, all right, well, can I go to Georgia? And then I was like, oh, maybe there's this guy named Todd Gurley there. I'm definitely better than him. But no, like Georgia State and Georgia Tech. I think there's something Jacksonville, something. I don't know. There's a bunch of schools that I was like, all right, I have connections there. But I had to, like, it was one of those things like, oh, I got to go find the weird, creepy pedophile guy that used to, like, tape our high school games and get footage, and it just became too much hassle, and I just, my heart wasn't really in it, and I was really, really discouraged because literally I just always felt like, no one's going to give a Canadian guy a chance, so why even bother? Which, I kind of regret that now. I think it would have been fun to have at least try it. But anyways, here are my combine stats. I ran a 4.4940. I put up 16 reps on the bench press, and this is all in high school. So you would figure, these numbers we're comparing are guys that are coming out of college. So you'd figure I wouldn't have peaked with my speed, strength, and explosiveness and stuff. So just keep that in mind. It could have even been better. Who knows? But at 16 reps on the bench press, I had 27.5-inch vertical, which is not good at all, and a 4.33 shuttle. Now, I will say, my goal is to get, everyone, if you're following me on Discord and stuff, or you're on Patreon, I do want to get in shape again, just for obviously general health. But I do for next year around the draft time. I know Not the Expert and a couple other people did the real combine, like what their stats look like. I really want to do that this year to kind of test myself. So maybe we can reevaluate, do another career mode after that. But these are my numbers, and I found comparisons to players from the last combine. So for the 40-yard dash, Darius Geis, we ran the exact same one. He had 90 speed, 91 acceleration, so that's what we gave all C4 here. 16 reps on the bench press. That is equivalent to Jordan Wilkins, the running back of the Colts, and he has 65 strength. 27.5-inch vertical. No one even hit that low. The lowest is 30.5 from Darius Geis, and he had 77 jumping, so I just gave myself 74. And then a 4.33 shuttle. Closest to that was Bo Scarborough, who had a 4.34, and he had 85 agility. So, for the sake of arguments, mine was a little bit better. Give myself 86 agility. Rest of the stats, I had Zero football IQ. Literally all I knew about football was Madden, and I pretty much refused to read the playbook. Every time I went in the snap, I just told my buddy who's the quarterback, what am I doing? Just tell me what I'm doing. I didn't want to learn the playbook. Ball carrier vision was pretty good because I pretty much audibled every play to a C4 special. That's why the C4 special is prevalent in my videos, because our offensive line was dog shit. So I was just liked in practice. Like, I remember they used to make me sit out in practice because my team was bad. So it's not just like I'm hyping myself up as this unstoppable monster. Our team didn't win a game all year, but every time we did practice, it'd be like, all right, we do scrimmage. You always do, 7-on-7 or something like that to end the practice, and I would run for a touchdown every single time, because regardless if they called it inside or outside run, I would just C4 special to the outside. So like, all right, Corey, get out. And, you just don't do anything, and that's what happened. Break tackle was good. Carry, I think 75. Never fumbled in my life, so I think 75, while being generous, is a fair starting spot. Catching, I was always average at best. Elusiveness, we got juke move, jumping, we saw that. I was all right at pass blocking because while I had my torn Achilles, I pretty much converted to a fullback because I wasn't sitting out. I was like, this is my only year. I'm a senior, so I can't come back unless I purposely wanted to fail and return, which actually I thought about that. Like, sometimes I have a dream about that. It's like, man, should I just go back to school like some sort of Billy Madison trip and just run over a bunch of kids? Stamina was good. I came over from a soccer background, so I usually could, I had good endurance. Stiff arm strength, trucking. I was a trucking machine. So overall, we get a 55, and I think 55 is a fair overall for right now. Like, originally it was like the 30s, and I was like, I don't think it's that bad. I think 30 is a little too much. I think 55 is a good starting point because, like, that's way lower than any player that's in this game. And I feel like at worst, if I would have went to college in America, I would have been, I would have been just like an average running back. And I feel like an average college running back, 55, between 50 and 55 is a good starting point. So that is what we're doing. Long preamble short. Let's get in to the career mode. Papa C4. All right, for that long introduction, we are finally in here, but I figured, it might as well be worthwhile having a little bit of an in-depth breakdown. We're here opening the season. Obviously, we're in a complete fantasy realm where I am now the starting running back of the Philadelphia Eagles, but my 55 overall ass self looking like Mr. Robot out here. We got one skill point, which is very nice, and I always kind of feel like we might as well build ourselves in the mold that the Philadelphia Eagles want us to be. So we're going to have some awareness, elusiveness, juke move, spin move. When we look at our player, though, as every creative player, they always give you a quick dev trait. We're running behind one of the best offensive lines in the league, so I'm not too worried. And when you look at that, I am the worst running back in the league by a margin of 184. I'm in the top 98%, though. At least it's not saying I'm not in the top 1% of worst running backs. Is there any running back worse than me? I don't even know if I can check free agency. I can't. But yeah, we're ready to rock and roll here. Enough talk. We're almost like 12 minutes in. We're getting into some gameplay here. Year one is going to be a 4 to 5 year rebuild, however long they have me under contract. Let's get it against Atlanta in front of my people here in Lincoln Financial Field. We'll set our season goal here. Very simple. 1,100 yards. All right, here we go. Our first run ever as a member of the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I should probably just make it like a toss play, but I definitely respect the coaching and play calling of Doug Peterson. So let's go. First carry. Hey, look, we do it anyway. That's exactly what I would do. Supposed to run between the tackle, and I would always bounce to the outside, and it didn't work in that scenario. All right, but I didn't able to get anything going, so I think it's time. It's time to call. Oh my God, they have like the perfect defense to stop this. Time to run our first C4 special of the day, and it's a safety. Awesome, great start, Deion Jones. Oh, first career reception, baby, for a first down. Let's go. 3rd and 4 in the red zone. You know we're not going to pass up a C4 special attempt. So the other thing I'm not sure of right now is if my bad stats are in the algorithm to make the run not work. Because let's be honest, Philly has a top 5 offensive line, and I've got hit behind the line of scrimmage every time. All right, well, good play. Oh, baby, we made someone miss a little bit. But again, man, offensive line sucks. Man, I hate how default sliders make any video unplayable and not fun. My bad. Myself to blame, though. Myself to blame. Oh, let's go! Let's go. Look how fast oh, the stamina's gone. Oh, you better believe we'd be taunting. You better believe we'd be doing that. At my signature celebration, we got the losing it. The lose yourself in the music. Slim Shady over here. Look at that speed. Just leaving them in the dust. Oh, yeah, baby. That's glorious. That's probably the only touchdown they get all year. Look at that. Blew up Ricardo out. Didn't stand a chance. And looks, oh, the Doug. Fearless. Oh, that's a proud moment right there. First and goal. I'm going to give myself one. I'm going to be selfish and give myself one C4 special attempt. Oh, god damn it. Who would have thought Jai not a great lead blocker? There we go. Nice touchdown, Dally. And by Dally, I mean Philly Goddard. 3rd and inches. Ball's in my hand. Let's go. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this for you, coach. Every Eagle fan in history would get this 1 inch for Duggar. Oh, did we just destroy Vic Beasley? Because you know what? Vic Beasley might be the worst defensive end against the run. 3rd and goal on the 6. If we go to 4th and goal and I'm still on the field, we're C4 special in it. I'll tell you that. Come on. All of that pass pro. Come on, Carson. Oh, my God, dude. The AI. All right, 4th and goal. Game on the line. I'm running straight. I'm going to catch this. I guarantee you I'm going to catch this damn ball. This right. Oh, he thinks he threw it to me. I like the confidence. It's still in the confidence, but open day victory for a 55 overall running back. Wasn't Cinderella's story enough? And there you have it, 22-18. We fall to the Atlanta Falcons on the day. Look at that, 105 yards, 2 broken tackles, no fumbles. We were pretty much at halftime, had 12 carries for -2 yards, and luckily enough, we were able to get, what was it? 75 yards of that 105 on one play. If not, our stat line would have been horrendous. 4 catches. Led the team in receptions. 4 catches, 38 yards. Love the confidence Carson Wentz has in the Lake Erie College product. But still wasn't good enough, man. As we start the season out 0-1. We're going to let the sim take care of things. I hope that quick dev trade definitely helps us out with our development along year 1, our rookie season. And we'll stop back at the end of the year, hopefully, for a Super Bowl run. All right, as I talked to my mom on the phone, end of year 1 was not that successful for the Philadelphia Eagles. 9-7, falling to the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC East. Not making the playoffs, but what was baller? 10 skill points. Oh, yeah, baby. Do we get any awards? Nope, don't matter. Got 5. Got 10 skill points, which we will spend, and I'll show you that. I'm just not going to make you guys wait through that. So at the end of our first year of me being a walk-on member of the Philadelphia Eagles, almost, 900 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, averaging 56 yards. Look at that, only 1 fumble for 75 carrying that we have with the amount of snaps. That's not bad at all. 2.9 yards per carry is dog shit. The reception front, 28 catches, 350 yards, no touchdowns. Just filling my role as the short white Canadian. So if a short white Canadian ever makes, well, not necessarily short, but we'll say average height Canadian makes the NFL, let's be honest, they're probably gonna be a slot wide receiver. And I think I did my duty pretty well there with those kind of numbers. So I went over, what's that? Like 1,200 yards, 1,200 yards from scrimmage, 3 touchdowns. That's pretty good for walking off the street, I think. All right, so we'll spend up our skill points here and jump into year number 2. And as we spend the last point, we're now up to a very nice 65 overall. This guy's looking like an animal, and we kept that quick dev trait, which is awesome. Thought for sure we were going to lose it. Now we're sitting here, 79 break tackle. Our acceleration's gone up 1. Agility's gone up 1. Carrying's gone up a couple. Trucking's pretty much stayed the same, but our juke, our elusiveness, all just on the rise. All just on the rise. We went from, what were we, in the top 98% to the top 74% in 1 year. And I don't know math very well. My math did not be great, but I think that we're on a way to becoming a legend. You know what it is? 3rd on Offensive Rookie of the Year, baby. Only the Saquon beating out players that are my own. Ronald Jones, Adrian Peterson. You know how he somehow slipped under the radar to be an offensive rookie. Anthony Miller, Dante. You know, I'm not worried about it. Number 3. Only going to build on that into year 2, 3, 4, 5 until I'm a goddamn legend. Year 2 is here. We're breaking 1,000 yards. We were what, 800, 900 yards last year, 1,200 yards from total. Because you know I'm a dual threat. I'm a do it all. Wear a lot of hats on the offense. We're going 1,100 rushing yards. we're going to break it. I think we got 1 skill point from the preseason, so now we're sitting at a lovely 66. I'll be happy we just keep our dev trait throughout the year. So let's find out where C4 career mode takes us at the end of year 2. At the end of year number 2, we failed to make the playoffs yet again. 8-8. Not good. We got 3 skill points, which let's just friggin' spend them right now. We'll just keep going a loose back. I have -1 confidence. My God, I need to start listening to like some Jocko Willett self-help tape or something. There's no rhyme nor reason why I should have negative confidence, because now it makes me look. I mean, the 69 overall is hilarious. Doesn't matter what age you are, 69 overall is hilarious. But I'm a 70. You know, 70 makes me feel that much better. Do I still have the quick dev? Yeah, I do, baby. All right. Looking at our season stats here in year 2. 800 yards, 2 oh, that's not good. 800 yards, 2 touchdowns. We also were able to chip in for 23 catches, 246 yards, and another touchdown. So 3 touchdowns on the year and 1,000 yards. So we've yet to get less than 1,000 yards, which is not bad from a Lake Erie College player. Lake Erie College legend. Year 3 is upon us. Enough of this non-making the playoffs bullshit. I should be able to set that as my goal. We'll just go 900 because I think the extra XP would be nice, even though we're going for 1,000. We're sitting at a 71 overall, so like this rags to riches story, like I've already told, like, you know, Michael Bay not to get in contact with me until I'm done, or Ryan Coogler, I think that's his name, until I'm retired to make the movie about this historic, triumphant, feel-good, internationally acclaimed. Just romp. It's just a delightful romp would be my movie about my career right now, going from off the couch as the best Madden YouTuber on the face of the earth to a Philadelphia Eagle running back. So I'm now a ripe age of 28. I'm feeling pretty good, feeling lean, and we are ready, year 3, to make a playoff run. End of year 3, and yeah, did not make said playoff run. Stuck at bottom of the NFC East. We got what, two of these points. I want to double check that we still have that quick dev trait, because that is what's helping us out right now. I'd love to be 75 overall. Love to get to that point at some point in my life. Just please say I have that quick. Oh shit, we lost it. We're down to a normal. Not good. And I think our last thing was 500 rushing yards, which is also not good as a starter. 800 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns. We're going in the right direction here. We're also able to chip in 18 catches for 200 yards. So again, breaking that 1,000 all-purpose yards, or yards from scrimmage, whatever. It makes sense. We don't have Carson Wentz as our quarterback anymore, which is great. We've got named Lynn. We have a quarterback with a girl name, the name of a 70-year-old librarian. I'm not gonna lie, at this point I would just retire if Carson Wentz was the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. But we have 1 year left on our deal, I'm pretty sure. So all or nothing. Let's see if we can win a Super Bowl, or at least make the playoffs, with a man named Lynn as our quarterback. All right, final year of our contract. 0% chance we're getting re-signed, but I'm loving this $3 million, man. We are banking that. The inflate, like just the change from American to Canadian dollar, that's like $5 million Canadian. So we have one last opportunity to make the playoffs. So this is going to be the year we break 1,000 yards, and this is the year that a man named Lynn becomes a playoff contender. All right, because this is dramatic, I'm going to let you guys in on the dramatic. So there's a 3-way tie in the NFC East with a 10-5 record. We take on the Giants. I think if we win, we get in. Come on, give me one. Give me that little sweet, sweet taste of the playoffs. Oh, come on! Gotta be kidding me. Well, we came 11-5 with a man named Lynn at quarterback. We actually had a really good year, 4,000. Didn't break 1,000 yards, but definitely our best, most productive season, 950. We're on that up, 950 yards, 8 touchdowns, just a sexy 3.1 yards per carry, less than 60 yards per game. No fumbles, though. Sure-handed C4, that's what they called me. 26 catches, 350 yards, 2 touchdowns. So what's that? That's almost 1,300 yards from scrimmage. 10 touchdowns, one hell of a year. I might have played myself into a contract. Let's see. Let's sip it next year and see if I played myself into a contract. If not, this might be the most anticlimactic end to a video I've ever had this year in Madden 19. Son of a bitch. Anyone want a player? Anyone need a, you know, might not have been the PL Mullins of career modes, but we sure as hell gave it all our effort. We would have finished with, what, 5 years, probably like 4,000 rushing yards, 20, 30 touchdowns. I wish I double-checked that. I knew it wasn't getting re-signed. What's this say? 66 overall. That regression, though. That regression. No one gave me a chance, but I proved I belong. Not many people said they played 4 years in the NFL. Hold your head high. You know what? I feel like maybe there's more to divulge here. Like I said, I don't want to bite on Not the Expert, but if he doesn't do a realistic player career mode, I could definitely. I have some ideas of how I'd do one, but I'd never do it if he was doing it. That's his realm. But I hope you guys did kind of enjoy this video. Maybe there's more we can expand on, because this is definitely not the kind of ending we want it to have. I mean, the gameplay was pretty awesome. I wish I had more gameplay. I wish we made the playoffs, especially when you're 11-5 and don't make the playoffs. But then again, we're in the NFC, and if they're in the AFC, 11-5 makes you the #1 seed, because the AFC is a joke. But that was fun, man. That was still pretty damn fun. You guys got a little IRL C4 knowledge at the intro of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. And again, maybe we could look at expanding this video. Let me know in the comment section below if you want to see maybe another series or something like that with me in it. But I hope you guys did enjoy. As always, if it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. We're trying maybe 500 likes, and I might bring myself back for another series or something. But that does it for me today, guys. Leave a comment in the comment section below what players you want to see in future career modes. And until next time, C4 saying peace out.
Money I'm spending, I'm out and I'm shopping. You talking that shit, well you talking and talking. Look at my options, look at me dropping. Ass in the game, like who are you stopping? Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. I'm way too clever. Look at the kid, Mr. Consistent, I'm doing it big. Way too persistent on taking your bitch. Here comes a monster.